Today, we're going back to basics with a comprehensive beginner's guide to the Sony A6700. Start by pressing the menu button on the back of your camera. You'll see several tabs: shooting settings, exposure color, focus, playback, network, and setup. Use the control wheel to navigate through these tabs and press the center button to select an option. Spend some time familiarizing yourself with each section. Knowing where everything is will save you time in the field. Basic settings for beginners. Image quality and size. Go to Shooting Settings and select Image Quality. For the best balance between quality and file size, choose RAW or RAW and JPEG if you want immediate shareable options alongside your RAW files for editing. Focus mode. Under the Focus tab, explore the Focus mode settings. Start with AFA, Autofocus Automatic, which lets the camera decide whether to use single or continuous focus based on the subject's movement. Exposure settings. In the Exposure Color tab, set the metering mode to Multi. This allows the camera to assess light from various parts of the scene for balanced exposures. Beginners should start with Program Auto mode, which automatically selects aperture and shutter speed while allowing you to make creative adjustments. ISO. To manage low-light situations without introducing too much noise, set your ISO to auto with a range you're comfortable with. A good starting point is 100, 6400, but feel free to adjust based on your lighting conditions. White balance. Leave white balance on auto as you start. This lets the camera adjust colors based on the lighting. As you get more comfortable, experiment with setting the white balance manually for more creative control. Best beginner settings for different scenarios. Landscape photography. Set your camera to aperture priority mode and choose a small aperture, high f number, for deep depth of field. Use a tripod to avoid camera shake at slow shutter speeds. Portrait photography. Switch to aperture priority mode and select a wide aperture, low f number, to blur the background and focus sharply on your subject. Action shots. Use shutter priority mode and set a high shutter speed to freeze motion. Increase ISO if needed to maintain exposure. Tips for using the Sony A6700. Take advantage of the function menu for quick access to frequently used settings. Customize buttons and dials in the setup menu to suit your shooting style and needs. Use the My Menu feature to create a personalized menu with your top settings for easy access. That wraps up our beginner's guide to the Sony A6700. With these tips and a bit of practice, you'll be well on your way to mastering your new camera and capturing stunning photos. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips and tricks.